Now what's next? Okay. Good, heart. Good. I definitely need that. Oh yeah, this is one of the... Oh yeah, the old trick. Well, the funny thing is that usually in Ocarina of Time you can just like a long shot yourself just right up to the top. And what was the funniest thing ever in the strategy guide anyway? So that I came across is that encouraged climbing or something. But you can actually use the long shot and actually just get yourself over to the top. In fact, I think I might use that same trick here in order to get all of the silver rupees. Because like it's trying to troll me and thinking that I need to like climb up this thing in order to get all of them. But I actually don't need to do that. Check this out. So you can long shot yourself like up to the top or something. Oh, after I get rid of these guys anyways. Okay. Oh. Okay, so that takes care of that. But check this out here though. Is that we don't actually need to make this as complicated as we need to make it. So let's do this. Let's go like this. So let's go... Okay, so that doesn't work or anything on there. So that's okay. We can still fix this. So let's head to the top right here. If I can actually... Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. There you go. And I think I might grab the two smaller ones anyway, so I can prevent some form of damage, I guess. Well, I guess since there aren't any keys or anything around, we don't really have to worry about that too much, I guess. Come on. Bring yourself back up. Oh, come on. You seriously pull that with me? Okay. Okay. Let's head back up. Gotcha. Okay, good. That's what I wanted to do. It's going to cost me a few hearts or something, but at least it's better than doing the long way or something that's suggested for me to do it. Gotcha. Okay. We just got one more. Okay. Here we go. There you go. Now I finally got them all. I'm so glad that I thought around that, because that would have probably taken forever and would have probably been a heartache or something to actually get up there. Because, well, it's kind of like comparing something that can just take an extremely short amount of time, or you can just take the long way around. It's like, nah, probably not. Okay, so with this one we need a... Actually, we don't. Unless this will like give me a small key or something. So I don't think there are any more small keys or anything that I actually need to get. This will probably lead me to a golden skulltula more than anything. Well, okay. Yeah, so I'm probably guessing all the small keys in this dungeons are like extras in order to get to these golden skulltulas anyways. That's what I'm guessing though. I'm probably guessing the small key is on that small key is on the kid side or something I hit with the megaton hammer. And I think the other one is in that place with a lot of fire pillars or something. I haven't thoroughly checked those places out. That's just my guess, though. Let's see what we're working with here. So my guess is that there's a switch or something in these places. Oh, I see a rusted switch, anyways. Well, if there's one thing I have to give Master Quest a lot of credit for or something, is that it makes you use the Megaton Hammer a whole lot more. Okay, let's continue on. Yeah, but I can't do that yet or anything. We're almost done, though. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Okay, oh. And let's just get rid of these guys here really quick. Oh yeah, don't I... Yep, I think I just like hit him with my... shield or something, and these guys like go down. This just screams troll. I don't know about you guys. Hey, Master? No? I don't know what that was about. He takes care of that. And then, looks like they got rid of all the bomb tubes or all of the explodable holes or something. Come on, keep backing away. Maybe that's the reason I just keep on losing hearts. I don't know, I just like losing patience. There we go. Got rid of him. Oh. Is that the reason? Is the fire thing like all around there? Well, first things... Well, I need the light or something in order to hit that sunlight thing right there. So let's see here. Did it go back to being dim? Okay. I gotcha. So it needs to be over here first so I can actually hit this thing. Then that fire thing over on that far one will disable itself. So don't really need to... Yep, this is what I need. Need to hurry before it gets back though. Okay, move it. I see it. Like my feet are like hitting the chest or something. So there's definitely a solid chest here. I just need to see it. See, is this where one of the smoke keys is? There we go. And that's the way you do it. Okay, and then next, we need to push this over. Simple enough. And then, if it's reflected right anyways, I should head straight to the mirror thing anyways. But anyways, I got a small key though. Like, why not use it on that previous room or something while I'm over here anyways? I don't see why not. Just let's go check it out a little bit. I might as well, since I'm like really deep in the dungeon and everything. Oh, you? You guys are getting really tiring. I see it though. I barely see it. Okay, let's see if I can... Ooh, that was nice. Let's see if I can actually... Ha 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 ha. I didn't even need to work for that one. And check it out, guys. There's another one. I'm cheating. Hot, nice. Nice. I love this. Oh, this is beautiful. I know I'm not supposed to be doing this or anything, but wow, I got 2 whole stinking sculptulas or something just by weaseling my way around like those chairs or something like that. That was pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen a... I could see what they were going for with the troll and everything, but that was like a misplaced execution of a troll, though. Like, so much so. But I got 2 free sculptulas out of it, so that was awesome. Or I wonder if that was intentional. I don't know if it was. There we go. Are we heading down? Yep. We're all done. We're finally all done, everybody. Finally, we're all done. Watch for the... Oh, I see. There's a Landmaster thing here. So I can't stay here for too long. Let it come down. Let us defeat this Landmaster thing. Kind of good, though, too. Otherwise, it would have caught me. I think it might have been actually as a better for a troll or something if it... I think it might have been, like, worked as better as a troll or something if Navi didn't even tell me about it. Oh, I hope that the hand or something isn't going to come by again while that's crumbling. Let's see. I don't hear him coming yet. There we go. Okay, now I'm over. I got the boss key too. Let's do this. So I'm recording this in post-commentary anyways. What happened was that I kind of went through the temple a lot, so a lot of mixed feelings just kind of came into me or something while I was traveling through this temple. There were a lot of puzzles, a lot of trolls or something that was happening. So by the time I was let's playing this part anyways, my thoughts were so scrambled up, so my feelings were all scrambled up and things, and I don't think I really delivered the message or anything really that well or anything, so I decided to do it in post-commentary just a while after I was done with this Let's Play anyways. So the first thing I want to say is that the Spirit Temple perfectly resembles about what I feel about Master Quest in general. Is that, well, back then and things when I was younger, I don't know, maybe I happened to have more patience or something. Maybe back then or something I enjoyed the Spirit Temple a lot more. I don't know how I tolerated it back then. But nowadays when I went through the Spirit Temple, I gotta say that I don't really like it really that much compared to the vanilla Ocarina of Time anyways. Let me explain why. It also, and going back to what I said about Master Quest as well, is that it perfectly resembles just kind of what this game's experience is to me. Is that I really like puzzles. Like, I've talked about it a few times, like with Oracle of Ages or something. I love my puzzles in my Zelda games if they are presented. That's the reason I wanted to get into Master Quest, to get new puzzles, and you know what? For the most part, it did deliver. You know what? Master Quest did deliver a lot of great puzzles, but at the same time, it is compensated with a whole lot of trolling. And at first, I thought the trolling was kind of cute. It's just kind of something where it's like, oh, if it just happens for a little bit, I don't really mind it really that much or anything. But especially in the Spirit Temple's case, the trolling is just so much of a pace breaker away from the overall experience. So what I'm essentially saying is that Master Quest to me is probably inferior in the long run compared to Ocarina of Time, is because I don't think like having great puzzles or anything is a huge selling point or something if I'm constantly distracted from enjoying those things, just with the trolling that was kind of going on like all throughout the temple. And yeah, that's kind of the overall thing that I just want to label or something about, like with the Master Quest in general, just kind of going through the last dungeon and everything. I haven't gone through Ganon's castle or anything yet. I still have one more to go. But the overall consensus is that I probably like the original Ocarina of Time one over the Master Quest. Just because I think it's kind of one of those, it has a great selling point on paper and everything, and that was kind of something that came across, but something negative just kind of came in and just crashed through the window and just shattered the whole experience for me. Now, did I have fun with Master Quest? Absolutely. Like, I don't regret playing this game or anything. Like, I think one of the big things, the reason I wasn't really disappointed with it was that it was something new. It was something new to explore in the Zelda series, of which I've been around the other games too long. And I think in that sense or something, I don't really regret kind of going through this game, because I wanted to be through it for all of the positives and the negatives. I wanted to be there for the adventure, for the exploration, and just to like chart out new territory. And that's the reason I love the Zelda series in the first place, is that whether it be the good, the bad, the terrible, the meh kind of moments or something, I want to be there for Zelda, because it's an adventure. It's something for you that is new and something for you to go and explore or something. So I am saying is that Master Quest is definitely inferior to me. Like when I do that top 20 Zelda games, that's going to be a bit of a spoiler, is that I'm going to rank this inferior to the Ocarina of Time. But I still did have an overall good time playing this game. Is that, you know, the big sign that I can say that is because well, every time that I like come home from college, well, I want to play Master Quest some more. That's because it is Zelda. It is well, part of it is that it has Ocarina of Time elements inside of it, but I also wanted to come back for the dungeons because it was just a Zelda game. That's the reason I love Zelda. I want to keep on playing it, and despite like there were like the negatives and things that were going on with the trolls, I still wanted to play it some more. I wanted to go through with it. I still had that enthusiasm within myself that I wanted to complete this game through and through, and for that, I had an absolute blast just exploring and going through this game, just from day to day and from part to part, and analyzing what's there from Ocarina of Time, what changed. And the biggest thing, of course, Master Quest's big selling point, of course, is obviously the dungeons. And it was very interesting to kind of stack up those experiences from Ocarina of Time and translate them over into the Master Quest one. Like, for example, like with the Water Temple. I liked the Water Temple. I thought it was a great and decent place or something in the original Ocarina of Time. In this one, I didn't really like it that much because I felt it was a little bit too limited with its opportunities, and I found out in the end I didn't really like that kind of experience. And kind of the same thing with the Spirit Temple, is that I like the original one. I love the Spirit Temple to death and things in the original. And I even brought out my top 18 personal favorite dungeons or something, and I said in that one, oh, I love the Spirit Temple. I love the trolling and things. I loved all of the things. And then just kind of coming back to that like a few years later, all of a sudden my opinion changed about it. Is that it went from being my top favorite dungeon or something in Master Quest to now it's kind of sitting down towards the bottom tier, like compared to all of the dungeons. I'd probably say the Water Temple and the Spirit Temple overall, throughout this entire journey, have probably been the two temples or something I didn't exactly like from this experience. And I'd probably say that the Fire Temple is still my favorite, but it does go to show though, is that it challenges your opinions about the Zelda series, and that's the reason I wanted to do Master Quest, is because it is offering new dungeons. It is Like, that's one of the big things I love Twilight Princess, I love Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask or something, is that if there's always the opportunity of new dungeons to try out, something for me to challenge my opinions on, something where I see something new in front of me and I can incorporate that into my, just kind of what I want for my temples or something, that is a fantastic thing. And that's what I love about Zelda in general, is that everything is just up to interpretation. There's just no really, there's not a right, there's not a wrong or anything that's supposed to be spun out of anything that comes out of Zelda. It's supposed to be well, how do your personal tastes match up to it? How do your expectations from video games like what you see in front of you? Like, for example, with Majora's Mask, as that, I know a lot of people got into the creepy atmosphere. They like the apocalyptic setting, they like the time limit, they like the tenseness of the situations, they love the side quests. And for me, when I went through Majora's Mask, is that I wasn't really into a whole lot of those things because I'm just not a fan of apocalyptic games in general. It's because since I've gotten into a lot of violent video games all of my life, like Gears of War, GoldenEye, there's, God of War or something, I'll have to try that out someday. But I love extremely violent video games, so I kill people all of the time. So death is kind of desensitized to me. So when you put Majora's Mask's story and theme or something in my face, I just kind of think of it like, I'm not really into interpreting that kind of stuff. It's just, I'm just too much of an action junkie rather than being an emotional guy. And I'll fully admit that, is that I'm a lot more into action and violence or something with video games than I am in being an emotional guy. And because I have that, because I had that compensated with my action junkie self or something, I kind of have a little bit more limited feelings when it comes to emotional games like Majora's Mask. But that's the thing though, I'm different. Every Zelda player is different. Everybody comes from a history of video games and that's the wonderful thing about Zelda, is that it still has its formula there. It has the dungeons, it has the characters, it has the items and all that. But it comes down to our own personal interpretations. It comes down to our personal histories. It comes down to what kind of video games we like playing. That is what is so beautiful about Zelda, is that there is no right or wrong answer you can just bring out of anything, and it's wonderful. And that's the reason I love Master Quest, is because it challenges those beliefs. It encourages you to think, like, it encourages you to explore yourself and what you absolutely love about the temples. And that is why I don't regret, playing Master Quest in the slightest. That's why I wanted to keep going forward with it. I want to go forward and 100% this game. And I'd probably say the 100% part, like when it comes to Ocarina of Time outside of the dungeons and things, that's kind of a little bit of a treat because I haven't done that for a really long time. But yeah, I just really wanted to stress that, like, just kind of finishing this up. And oh, you should have heard, well, actually you shouldn't have, but like, well, the reason I wanted to erase my Let's Play commentary is because the Spirit Temple, it left a lot of mixed feelings within myself that I couldn't really translate anything into how I felt about the dungeon. Is because I felt like I liked it a lot for the puzzles, but I was focusing so much on the puzzles or something that I wasn't really acknowledging its weaknesses or anything, like all throughout this playthrough, and it just kind of crept up to me at this part or something, and I wasn't really making a whole lot of sense in what I was saying. I just had so many bottled up feelings or something about this place that I just couldn't translate them very well. It's just, I've been in this place for 2 hours, I was being held back by the trolls, and I had a lot of positive feelings towards the puzzles or something, but overall, Spirit Temple suffers for me today. Is that I'd probably rank it really low amongst all of my Master Quest stuff. Is that nowadays, coming back to this game, those opinions have not held up in what I've said about the top 18 favorite Zelda dungeons, and that's okay. Opinions change over time with Zelda or something. Is that, well, that's the reason I'm remaking the top 20 Zelda games or something, is that my opinions change, my tastes in video games change, and I go back and replay these games, and the Spirit Temple is the biggest thing of proving that opinions change over time. Is that it used to be my favorite, now it's one of my least favorite. It's just something that hasn't held up to me, I guess, not really in the long run or anything. But yeah, that is the ultimate testament in saying that Zelda, it does change from person to person and from time to time. I even talked to a few people on YouTube and from my friends or something, and same thing, is that they talk to me about, oh, this game, I used to hate it at one point, and then like a few years later or something, they go back and replay it and they love it. And in some cases it's vice versa. Sometimes they say they get into it at first and then their nostalgic feelings just kind of take over, and they start playing the game, and then they go back for like 1 or 2 like replays or something about the game. Sometimes I hear people say, you know what, maybe that game wasn't really as great as I thought it was going to be compared to this other Zelda game. Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes people do replay through video games, and who knows, maybe the nostalgic blinds like come off, or maybe you get a new set, or who knows. But yeah, just variables happen. We play new video games, and just our tastes just generally happen just over time. And that's pretty much all I gotta say to you, is that I think it's kind of appropriate, like, since this is the last dungeon, is that I should probably just kind of give a consensus of, or like a overview about how I just feel about Master Quest in general. And this temple pretty much just sums it up, is that a lot of puzzles and things, and I like the trolling at first. I thought it was kind of cute or something. I guess that's the term I used for it. But overall, I just feel like the stuff of the trolls just kind of getting in the way, like for example with Lord Jabu Jabu's belly, and with the Spirit Temple especially, it just became too much of a distraction in the long run, and it wasn't cool. It seriously wasn't cool that it did that. It's just, I felt like it kind of tampered with my experiences a little bit. Maybe it's because I'm kind of comparing it too closely to Oracle of Ages, where it gives you good puzzles, but there's no trolling involved. And so when I go with the, I want to like sit down and like enjoy this great puzzle or something, and then all of a sudden it just shoves this bad design choice or something in my way. It gives me a bad troll or something, and then all of a sudden I'm knocked off my high horse of enjoying Zelda at the moment. Yeah, and that's pretty much sums it up. Like here in the Spirit Temple, I don't think I had trouble with the box or something, but like, remember there was that chest where there was the green arrow and things, and I just thought, well, I maybe was kind of attracted to it, but all you had to do was just swing at the box, and it took me like 12 minutes later in order for me to figure that out, which that's not cool. And it shattered my experience like almost entirely of the Spirit Temples. I enjoyed like the first part of it, and then it just started getting trollier and trollier and trollier, and just overall I just didn't like what was presented to me. And yeah, anyways, that's it. I'm done talking and everything. So anyways, what we have left, I should probably point this out or something, is that in the next part, is that when I save and quit from the Spirit Temple, and then I'm going to quit the game just now. So the next time, as soon as the next part starts up, a cutscene is going to happen, which is me talking to Zelda. And at this point now, I'm going to start 100% in the game. Like, I'm going to start going everywhere. Let's see, so I'm going to start going for heart pieces like crazy. I'm going to start going for the missing items. I'm going to start going for Skulltulas. I'm going to be checking every single corner of Zelda now. And I imagine it is going to take a while. Like, there are some large side quests, like, for example, the Poe hunting. I actually just got that done today, which is, I just finished recording for that, and that took probably a good hour and 15 minutes. Of course, I shortened it, so you guys won't have to see the whole thing, but it does go to show that this game can get pretty excessive in some places when it comes to the side quests, especially when it comes to the Gerudo training ground. That's going to take a little bit, and a few other parts are going to take a little bit. I'm probably predicting that this game will probably go up to about 45 parts, I'm guessing. And then one last announcement that I'm probably going to share with you is that I'm going to start a Zelda countdown here. And I'm going to start a Zelda countdown here right now. Which is going to be the top 10 favorite Zelda characters anyways. I'm actually working on that now. And I've gotten my share of Let's Playing and things. That's the reason I did the Let's Plays, because I just been feeling kind of down or something, and I just wanted to try another Let's Play or something. But you know what? I'm all good. I'm all recovered and things. I think I'm ready to do another Zelda countdown, like as soon as this part is over, and I'm enthusiastic to do it. Just got to take it one day at a time and everything. And so I will see you guys here in the next part.